Kendrick Lamar and SZA's video for Luther is beautiful. What up, where's your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, I want to introduce some of you youngins to the beautiful sounds of Luther, Vandross, people of my ilk, people from my generation. We grew up on stuff like this. This is why we say there's really no R&B to contend with what we got, gang. And Kendrick and SZA captured it so beautifully in this track. This song was already beautiful, but I don't know if you have had an experience where a video made a song 10 times better than it was before. I think Luther may be my new favorite song for now. I was a big fan of Gloria. I'm just going to be honest. Gloria was my favorite track on GNX. I'm just going to be honest. When I thought of GNX, I would most likely go straight to Gloria first and then go back to Whacked Out Murals and play the whole album. But I think I like Luther now. This video is beautiful. It is excellent. I believe the director is from Toronto. I believe her name is Karina Evans, if I'm saying her name right. And she worked previously on Drake videos. And a lot of people are taking a lot of stock saying Kendrick is trolling. I think he just hired her because she's really good. She did a really good job. This is why we are going to have to start separating. I just figured out, and I don't want you to laugh at me, but I used to go on my Twitter and get instantly triggered within 4 seconds of being on there because I think Twitter thought I liked to see all these Drake posts, these pro-Drake posts and these anti-Kendrick posts. But what happens is I just found out I can put I'm not interested in this and I'll stop seeing them. Gang, don't laugh, don't listen. I didn't know that. So now I go on my Twitter, I don't gotta see that there are bots, these theories, these Drake Anon theories about bots. This video did 5 million views in one day, and we all know it ain't not one bot. This is not a bot. No one has to bot these things, but these people are still going to say it anyway because their feelings are hurt. Do you know it took Nokia, that awful black and white travesty of a video, it took that video 2 days to just get 1 million views. It was a slow crawl at best. It was only at #1 trending because there was nothing to compete. A lot of people feel like Kendrick dropped this just in time to keep that video and that song from actually hitting #1, which as predicted, they said it would hit #1. It never even hit #2. So it damn sure didn't hit #1. And with the launch of this video, it's gone for 6 weeks, gang. I'm just going to be honest. We would not be seeing Nokia in the #1 spot. I don't believe. And I didn't know that. I go by what people say. So people were saying that Nokia was going to be #1 this week. So I just ran with it. I don't put a lot of stock in this. I don't really care. I really don't care about the charts. I haven't cared until this whole situation came up where we're watching who's #1, #2. I hear it just like everyone else. And now I'm just watching and I'm just having a blast every time that thing doesn't go #1 because I look at it like he doesn't deserve #1. We need to start separating Kenny from Drake. They are not playing the same game. Kenny is an artist, and this video is artistry at its best. This is one of the most beautiful, and they're not trying to rush through it. They're not trying to make you dance and wave your hands. This is truly the cinematography, the emotion, and you could say that there's no emotion. I find that there's a lot of emotion. I think the chemistry of the video, and I get it, it's supposed to be 2 random couples in 2 random situations, and it seems like some jump off type of situation, but at the end of the day, even that in and of itself can be beautiful. I thought the video was well shot. I don't know where this building is, but it could be in Toronto for all I know. I don't know, but it was perfectly scouted. This location, the architecture is extremely complimentary to the song. I feel like Kendrick downplays his artistic awareness, and I think that even while he sits there and completely does nothing. He's saying a million things with just sitting there. And it makes your mind wander and you try to figure out what's going on with the scene. I thought that they did an excellent job. I like how they stop they don't just, it's not about just running the song to death, and they'll pause and put a beautiful cinematic experience in there. And I'm telling you, it's just 4 people on screen the entire time, and it switches off and it changes. And I think SZA does a great job. I know a lot of people don't really give SZA the credit for being on this song. I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of people say Kendrick, right? I got chewed out on my Twitter when I wrote that I wrote something about Luther, and I put Kendrick's Luther did yada 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 something. Oh no, I put the tour had sold out. 90% of the tour was sold, and I got a good, I don't know how many, 5, 6 females came for my neck telling me, why do you guys always forget SZA? It's SZA's tour too. So I guess I am guilty of that. So yes, this is SZA's video too, and she did a great job. I got my tickets. I'm already locked in, and I don't remember if I'm on the floor or not. I don't remember, but I'm ready to go. This is going to be an exciting tour. I don't do a lot of concerts, right? But I'll go see like stand-up shows. Like I went to see Maniscalco, I believe his name is. I can't remember his name, but my guy, the Italian guy, I went to see him and a couple other shows. But I don't pay to see a lot of artists like rappers. And I think the last one I may have paid to see may have been Jay-Z and Beyonce when they did their tour. So I don't pay to see a lot of rappers. A lot of shows I get in for free or whatever, but I paid for this Kendrick show, and it's looking like it's gonna be good. They said this is gonna be a notch up of the Super Bowl. Him and SZA have a lot of surprises, so I'm getting prepared for that. It's gonna be great. Let me know if you got your tickets in the comments. I know a lot of people commented on my last video about the tour. A lot of people had their tickets. So yeah, man, this video, I expect no less, and I didn't, as soon as they texted to me, I didn't see it as soon as they texted. I wanted to wait until I was ready to sit down and prepared, and it took me a couple hours, and I sat down and watched it, and I was like extremely, I was blown away. I felt like they took some time, and I know people, they're going online, I can't stand these breakdowns. I hate when you're like, it's so many circles. He used circles for a reason. Like I get it, and I'm there a little bit, right? I get it. Sometimes I don't need all the extras. I don't need all the, he put 4 scoops of raisins in the back. Do you know what the meaning is? Like, I don't need to know every meaning, every conspiracy. So I'm kind of checked out on all the conspiracies of the video. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he wore his hat to the side, and that means that Drake, like, I get it. And I don't like the narrative that one of the narratives before I muted all the nonsense of the Drake noise, right, was that he wants to be the boy so bad. As soon as the video dropped, I hadn't even watched it, and I was on my Twitter and down my timeline, all the usual suspects, Caribou and Aubrey's attorney, these usual suspects. The new narrative is, oh, he wants to be Kendrick because he used the same, he wants to be Drake because he used the same director as Drake. I knew it all along. He wanted to be the boy, right? So it's like, yo, I don't think he used this girl. It could be a troll. It doesn't even matter. The girl did a great job. And I know these guys are trolling each other back and forth. You really won't see me doing a lot of talking about every single troll. I'm not going to go through videos and be like, that's a troll. Oh, snap, he put his finger in the faucet. That means, I'm not looking for all the trolls. I'm just trying to, if the video's not good, and that's why I think No Key is not good, because he tried to troll Kenny through the whole video. And I saw that when I did my reaction to the video. As I was watching, the very first time I watched No Key, I saw a lot of reminiscences of Kendrick, but I say, you know what, I'm not going to say that, because I know what the Drake fans are going to say. They're going to say, that's not true, you're lying. But I realized everybody else ran with that narrative. I was like, I didn't want to be the first one coming out the gate saying, oh, he's trying to look like Kendrick, but everybody else caught it, so that was cool, right? It was just blatant, and that's why the video didn't work, because he was trying so hard to troll. And a lot of times these guys get caught up in, I'm going to one-up you, I'm going to troll. No, we just want some beautiful art. And I think right here, what we're seeing with this video is why we're going to have to start separating Kendrick's name from Drake. They're not playing the same games. I'm just going to be honest. They're not doing the same thing. This music, Kendrick is giving us art, what we asked for. He's giving us beauty. He's showing us a different side of things. Drake is rushing around trying to catch up, just trying to get back on #1 on Billboard, and I got a whole nother video coming up about that. But again, this video is beautiful. I've always loved Luther Vandross's voice. If you're just becoming familiar with Luther Vandross, you are in for a treat when you go down that rabbit hole and start finding his music and listening to. I think Luther's sales are going to go through the roof. I mean, his streams, because a lot of people are going to discover him, and they're going to be surprised, just like they were with Kendrick, and they're going to be pleasantly surprised at how good and how well Luther's music holds up. It's going to be beautiful to see you young people start to embrace a legendary artist such as Luther Vandross. Yes, he was troubled. Yes, he had a rough life. Yes, he was kind of difficult. And you know what I'm saying? Luther wasn't no joke, but if you don't need to get into all that, just get into the music. As a kid, I didn't know Luther was a prima donna, and I didn't know Luther was so much drama. I'm just going to be honest. But I didn't even find that out till like once YouTube came out, be honest. So we didn't look at Luther like that. We just enjoyed his music. We didn't know his life was that difficult. And he had so much problems in the industry. But you will find that Luther he was impeccable. He had one of the greatest voices, I want to say, probably top 5, top 10 singers of all time. Right? And he just couldn't get out of his own way sometimes. But you'll find that down the rabbit hole when you go and start looking through these YouTube videos. But he's not the only one. It's a lot of people like that. But Luther and I believe it's Cheryl. I'm bugging. I can't remember the other female on the song. I'm sorry, gang. I apologize in advance. But yeah, Luther, the song that they sampled, that's common. That's just, you heard that as a kid, regardless whether you wanted to or not. That was coming on. The birds and the bees. Like, listen, gang, that wasn't, listen, you came home from school, it was on. You couldn't do nothing about it, but you loved it. You know what I'm saying? Certain stuff that was staples in our homes, and Luther was a staple in our home, right? I remember my cousin Jamie was doing some unspeakable things with that record on. I was a kid, and I happened to, you know what it is? But I'm going to leave that alone. Listen, this video is beautiful. I'm going to applaud Karina Evans, if I'm saying her name right, and I'm going to applaud Dave Free. I'm going to applaud Kendrick. I'm going to applaud Whitney for letting that girl get that close to her man. I'm just going to be honest. This was a great video, and a lot of people probably don't process that when you're doing a work of art. You can have a model pretend to be in a relationship. This is just art, gang. It's not, this isn't, you know, some people are going to take it and run with it. Oh, I told you he's a cheater. Like, it's just silly. You know what I'm saying? We just getting away from the noise. We're starting the room is starting to clear out, and the cream is rising to the top. We're starting to see where the frauds end and where the real ones begin. And this video and this song and this album and this man is showing you what real hip hop is supposed to be. And that's exactly what this is. This is real hip hop all the way 100%. We're not even matching wits anymore. We've already outsmarted them. The chess game's over. We knocked the king over. The board is gone. It's checkmate. You know what I'm saying? Game over. Lights out. The whole arena's closed. We're not competing with this guy no more. We're already gone. I know a lot of you like we. Yes, we. Chump. All right? Let me know what you think in the comments about this Luther video. I feel like we are having a renaissance where artwork and artistry are back in a lot of ways, and people can sit through an artistic creation without getting bored or without trying to rush through and without trying to pick it apart and find all the flaws in it, or, well, he should have did this, should have that. It's just sit, watch it. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands on your lap, calm down, breathe, decompress, and just enjoy yourself. All right, salute to Kendrick. All right, let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Make sure you go down in them comments. Make sure you go down in that I'm just being honest merch. Grab something off that merchandise channel that we got, or that page that we got popping over there. And every Wednesday night, 9:15, the podcast is growing. We do hundreds watching live every single week. Make sure you in the podcast, The What Show, THA, The What Show, every Wednesday night, 9:15, me, TJ, and Fliz. And also head on over to Black Dash, you got to put a dash in it, black-yeti.com. They sponsor the programs, all right? I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side, CLBMG. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.